have a friend who's taken your class.
Oh, my God, Jeremiah, you have a natural gift for numbers and math and architecture or something. What do you do?
I've done a lot of things. One time I had a therapy practice. I like to build houses.
Yeah, you're good at building
sculpture.
Houses, sculpture, and art. Oh, my God.
And recently I took a trainer's training in nonviolent communication.
Oh, you're so good at that. Where do you live, Jeremiah?
In Boulder, Colorado.
So do I.
Well, something's good.
That's so interesting. You're so good. You would be a great mediator. You have a natural ability. It's the design of humans, human design. Being able to use all of this Aquarius genius with this Pisces visionary, and you're such an artist. You've got such an aesthetic, Libra rising. So with Neptune sitting there. So do you know astrology? Have you ever had your chart done?
Not in the way you're talking about it. It was many years ago.
Wow. So does it make sense what I'm saying to you?
Definitely.
And like when I'm right. Am I right or am I right? Go ahead. Acknowledge me. So here, I'm
acknowledging you. You're definitely right on.
So here's the deal. In this life, the biggest challenge you have is the critic. Because your genius is obvious to everyone but you. And you have such a hard work ethic. You've been such a deliberate hard worker. This is Saturn opposite the Sun and having all this Pisces, but your life lesson's Virgo. Saturn's in Virgo. So in this life, you get caught with the should lane. Should. Can you relate to that?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, but now at this age, you've just passed 2007. What happened in 2007?
Was that my second Saturn return?
Yeah.
There was turmoil, but not like it was in the first one. I was aware of what was going on, and it was very different.
Yeah, it's called maturing. When we reach 60, we get to a different level of chaos. You have a natural, I'm just going to tell you, this chart has genius in it. You're way ahead of your time. You're an artist, and you've got a critic. And the thing you want to do right now is to reinvent yourself. You're in a transition as we speak. And your chart should have just gone through an expansion. What are you doing with your work right now? What are you doing for work?
I'm in transition now. I still do a lot of the. Sometimes I teach. Sometimes I build. I mean, I'm doing a lot of the things I've done before, but like you said, I'm wanting to reinvent myself now.
Yeah, that's it right now. So here's the deal. You should call me for a session. I live down the street from you. Because what you need to do is you need to figure out the practical transition of what you're going to do. You've got a real appetite right now and a real opportunity to create some money, which has been a little elusive for you in this life. But at this moment, in the last 3-4 months, your chart's just trying to say, can we ground Jeremiah? So I would encourage you to come for a reading. And most of all, start trusting. Because, boy, this chart is you can do anything. I mean, anything from art to numbers to building to therapy. You've got such a gift. Whew. It's just a matter of you making decisions, Libra rising. That's the hardest thing of all for a Libra. We know that one. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ding, ding, cha-ching. Or no, ding, 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 something like that. Sound effects, please. Thanks. I'm so glad you called in tonight, Jim. I can tell already I like you.
Well, thank you. And I think we'll speak again.
I hope so. That was wonderful.
I appreciate your insights. Thank you.
That's my pleasure. You're so welcome.
Namaste.
Namaste. I like saying aloha because you know what it means? It means breathing together. Aloha. Okay, you guys, it's Debra Silverman. You're listening to 11:50 a.m. Alternative Talk, and what we're talking about tonight is the movie you're in. You are in a movie. See, Jeremiah, he played a role of the mischievous multitasker. He had the gift of being able to play in so many different roles, and then it came to be the issue of decision-making. In your lifetime, you have a whole different topic. And our first caller, Dashton, he really had the issue of being this eccentric who didn't fit in, but look how much fun he made it into. So this is the dilemma. Some people listen to the show tonight, you're stuck in a stupid job. Can I say that? You're stuck in a stupid job. You're driving home going, I can't believe I had another day. And tomorrow I'm going to get up and listen to Debra. She sounds all perky and happy. What'd she eat? And the simple answer is, if you're doing what you love doing, it can, you know, the best thing in the world that gets so underrated is being a parent. I don't know what happened to the deaf mom or a dad, but there is nothing more holy than being able to look into the eyes of that little creature and go, I'm going to give you permission to be you. And that's why people call me to look at their kids' charts. Like, you can't tell a kid to be something different, but the parents tried. Squish, 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 no. Squish, 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 no. And then the kid runs out of the house and goes, forget about you. And then the mom calls me and goes, why did my kid leave? I'm like, squish, squish doesn't work. How about giving people permission to be them? Oh, okay, guess what? You won't believe it. The next, you see what's going on? The next caller is Aquarius, with Mercury in Aquarius, and Venus in Pisces. Well, we've got a theme tonight, kids. I see a theme, and look, here it is again. We've got a theme tonight. The Pisces-Aquarius theme is occurring right here on the radio with Debra Silverman, 11:50 a.m. Yes, you are here to hear that you're allowed to be weird. That last caller, boy, he was so smart. That was a chart of smarty pants, Jeremiah. Now we have Cole in Seattle. Are you there, Cole?
Aloha, Debra.
Aloha, Cole. I love that you said aloha, but you're in Seattle where it's warm. You can pretend it's summer and you're in the middle of Hawaii, even though you're in Seattle.
I just know you like the aloha, Debra.
Aloha, Cole. How did you find me tonight?
I stumbled on your radio show last week, and I'm like, I gotta call in.
That's so cool. Okay, and have you had your chart done before?
Long time ago, and my birth time is a little bit of a problem because my mom remembers something different than my birth certificate. So,
when you're in New York, it doesn't really matter. Don't worry about it.
I'm glad to hear that.
Don't worry about it. I'm going to figure it out. Okay, Mr. Aquarius. So you have
Goodbye.
Moon in Aquarius and Moon in Capricorn. No matter what time you were born, you are one of those grounded characters. You have a crazy gift of being futuristic, Mercury in Aquarius, way ahead of your time. You're super smart, but you've got the grounding. Now, this is dependent truly on your birth. It could be. Your moon could have been in Sag. Do you feel grounded?
I think I could work on my ground, but I'm not like I'm not anywhere near your first caller.
That's so funny. What do you do, Cole? Tell us what you do.
I work as an energy healer.
Oh, you're a healer.
Well, yeah, yes, I work as a healer.
What was the ambivalence, Mr. Saturn and Pisces? Your life lesson is weird and being strange and feeling a little bit out of the norm. Is that what keeps you from saying you're a healer? If you don't want to...
It does keep me from, but I'm feeling a little stuck in it. I'm feeling a little, as an Aquarian, I get bored easily. So I'm a little bored.
You know, you should have, this is Jupiter turn. You just had Jupiter return like a month ago. Did you not just want to take a trip or something? Did you travel at all in the last few months?
I just came back from New York last week.
Yep, there you go. And was it a useful trip?
It was great to be by the ocean. I love the ocean.
Yeah. See, what's going on in your chart is that travel, that last thing that just happened, you're mistaking boredom for just the need for you to expand. What you got to do is you got to change your attitude. I think something needs to be introduced in your work. I think what you need to do is find a way to get yourself. Do you do astrology at all?
No, I don't. I'm not very mathematical.
You don't have to be mathematical because you're extremely intuitive. Your chart is a natural astrologer. When you have Mercury in Aquarius, because you are pattern recognition. What's making you bored is you're doing way too much of the same thing. You tend to see yourself as slow. It's bizarre because you're not interested in what other people are interested in, so you just get distracted so quickly. But it's not because of a lack of brilliance. It's the problem you have is there's a part of you that hasn't figured out how to get yourself into a new vista. It's like I want to introduce you to something. You're in Seattle, and have you heard of Marie Manicherry?
Yes, I'm very familiar with her.
Did you study with her?
We're peers.
Because I feel like there's a place where you've got a next step, but it has to be given to you in an upside-down fashion, like somewhere you need to turn your system around or have somebody come in and work with you or give yourself some permission to collaborate. That would be the thing. There's somewhere where you're not, because you've got Mars and Libra, you're a collaborator, you're a partner, but you've got yourself in a very familiar rut that should have happened and changed when you went to New York, like just that fresh energy. I could feel it just coming in, but it didn't land in your professional life. It feels to me like you're, I would say somehow or other there's something about the money, about you not generating enough to keep you energized, and so you're getting a little bit less motivation because you're not getting a return. Does that make sense?
I make a lot of money. Money's never been a motivator, to be honest with you. But money's not a problem.
Tell me about being bored. Can you put it into your words? What's run dry why? Give me a little content.
I guess the work of an energy healer is not very creative, right? I mean, you're sitting channeling spirit. It's not the most creative job. And the love life has stalled. So maybe if that was a little more awake, I'd feel differently.
You know what I feel? Do you collaborate? Do you work in partnership at all in your work?
No, I work alone.
That's the problem. You've got so much aloneness in this chart. So it's not money that's motivating you. It's the fun factor. You've got somewhere in this chart, we have no fire. You have none, zero, zippity-doo-dah. Do you know that?
I have no fire in my chart.
None, zero.
Oh, so what does that mean?
That means that when the fun factor comes, when it's time to take a risk or be loud or be wild or do a risk or partner or play or do something off the wall, you tend to go from even though you're an Aquarian, you have a repetitive behavior that's keeping you from the fun factor. So, fire people, they're loud, they're joyful, they jump, they take adventures, they sex, they're kind of nuts. You have it in you, but it's not showing up. I can feel you in some way in a very comfortable. It's like I want to turn you upside down. You know, it'd be great. You know the tarot card, the Hangman.
Yes.
Maybe better would be the Fool. You need to put the Hangman and the Fool around. You need to have somebody come in and mess up your house. Somebody needs to come in and do something to create some kind of havoc, and you won't like it. But someone's got to do it because there's no fire in your chart, Cole.
Okay. All right.
And the way to do fire, here's the fire. You put on loud music, you sing and you dress up and you go out and you disrupt people, and you say off-the-wall things, and you don't just sit in your sessions doing energy, you say the craziest thought that's coming in your head. Every session, one crazy thought to make you go, did I just say that? That's going to bring you back to life.
Okay. All right.
Does that make sense?
A little upset, a little change.
Exactly. A little bit of a disruptive energy to get you moving.
Okay.
You're so good at what you do. You're brilliant, but you're not having fun.
Not as much, no.
And you're going to have to bring the fun in by you saying it's not money, that it's got to be joy. Beep, beep. Something just happened to the phone. What was that?
That's just my call waiting. Don't give it a thought.
Don't give it a thought. See, the angels are trying to get in between you and I so they can help you get a little more. I hope I helped you. I want you to turn up your fire. Go on my website and turn on fire. You'll see my... Have you been to my website yet?
I have. It's great, and I love the videos.
Good, the videos. So you need to just focus on the fire category, cultivate fire, and call me and tell me how it goes. I want to hear.
Any suggestions when romance will come up?
Well, that's what romance is, silly. If you don't have fire, no one's staring at you. What gets people attracted to people is when there's fire, and we draw to us. There's a magnetic force field. You're the empath that keeps taking people in, but you're not radiating out.
How do you learn that?
You just practice it. It's a great question. How do you learn fire? You find someone that's loud and obnoxious, and you go, I'm going to go play with them. I'm going to go out tonight, and I'm going to go dancing. I'm going to go turn on the music, and I'm going to sing really loud. I'm going to go watch myself in the theater. I'm going to go do something goofy. You're not being goofy.
Okay. All right.
If you add goofy to your menu, you're going to be much more attractive. You're not doing your fire, baby. Gotcha now. I can feel you now. Tell me how it goes.
I think that's right on.
I think that's right on. I'm pretty good at what I do. I've been doing it for a little bit of time.
You are very good at what you do.
I bet you are too, Cole. I'd love to see what you do, so keep in touch.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
We're going to take a break here in just a minute, and then we're going to come back to Cassandra, but not yet. Listen, we had that. So, you know what would be great is if Cole could have been with Dashton. That crazy Dashton was no inhibitions, completely out there, totally healthy, crazy. And then we have Cole, who's been an energy worker for years and is really successful, and he's not having fun. Why not have fun? You just put a little Dashton, put a little dash in your Cole. Okay, I'll be right back after this break. It's Tuesday, and it's called Tell Me a Story at 11:50 a.m. I'll be right back. Tune in.
You're listening to the Debra Silverman Astrology Show. Live readings with your host, Debra Silverman. If you'd like a personal reading or full birth chart, email silvermansupport@gmail.com or go to DebraSilvermanAstrology.com. That's DebraSilvermanAstrology.com. Find out who you are, why you're here, and what you're supposed to be doing with your life. Again, visit DebraSilvermanAstrology.com today. We live in a world that's become predictable. Our realities are filled with distractions, hopelessness, and confusion. We've begun to lose lose touch of what we're truly capable of. It's time for us to regain our true potential. Join psychic medium and crystal child Lindsay Paul as she connects to the other side and brings back messages from beyond, along with her psychic and skeptic Abraham DeWeese and indigo child Sarah Ellis. They'll help you soar to new heights by answering your questions. Don't miss Wisdom Within Radio, Thursdays at 1 p.m.
Even doctors in the most sophisticated tests can't always find the source of a health issue. But there's one authority that always knows: your own body. Hi, this is Marie Manucherry, the host of Where Energy and Medicine Meet.
At a brand new time slot, Thursdays at 9 a.m. You don't want to miss her exciting guests, along with her wonderful insight.
Check the events page on my website to find out where I'm doing book signings in your area. And don't forget to tune in on Thursdays for the Marie Manucherry Show.
Hi, my name's Travis, and I'm your host of the Create the Life You Want show, airing Saturdays at 1 p.m. Pacific on Alternative Talk 1150. Each week we will explore our collective experiences and dive deep into all aspects of our being. Every show will provide topics, insight, guidance, and techniques designed to empower your life. I'll be taking calls, answering questions, and using my psychic insight to provide you with opportunities to access your own unique abilities to create abundance in your life right now. It's all about you on the Create the Life You Want show. Join me Saturdays at 1 on Alternative Talk 1150.
You're listening to the refreshingly different Alternative Talk 1150 AM.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Hey, Cole, I had a brilliant idea. I hope you didn't hang up. You should take this teleclass. You would love astrology. I swear, it'd be so much more fun for you to use your left brain in the middle of those right brain exercises of sharing energy. So how do you do the webinar? You go on my website, Debra Silverman Astrology, and right on the home page it'll say click here to join the webinar. And if you have any problem, you just go to Silverman Support at Gmail, and Becca, my angel, will help you sign up. It's in September. It's $99. There's 4 classes. You guys, everyone should learn the basics of astrology. Just the beginning. And then you can look at your chart like I'm doing it right now at all of you and say, oh, now I get it. Whew. I am now on the next person. Just write that down. Next webinar, September the 9th. Go to DebraSilvermanAstrology.com or write to Silverman Support at Gmail, and you too can have a webinar for $99. Woohoo! Okay, Cassandra. You little Pisces. I don't know if we have any more Pisces tonight. I'm going to start swimming. I'm going to start feeling like I should be on the wrong planet. It's true. Did you know? Did you call because you were a Pisces?
Yeah, I guess. I didn't know that everyone calling were Pisces.
It's like a funny joke. How did you find us, Cassandra?
I found your videos on Facebook.
Found my videos on Facebook.
Who is this crazy woman? I need to learn more.
I know, this crazy woman. You know what happened last month? Was it last month? They put me on College Candy, and there was like, honest to God, I think it was like 1 million hits. Everybody and their cousin found me, and then I went like, woohoo! And you know what? Jupiter was on my head the week that it happened. I know it sounds funny, but it's really true. Jupiter went right on top of my chart, exact degree, the week that thing went out, and you can't make this stuff up. Like, how did that go? Like, let's think about it for a minute. Jupiter travels over Debra's midheaven, and then the videos go wild. No. Only a Pisces would appreciate this. Is nuts. That's crazy. Do you believe in woo-woo, Cassandra?
I do believe in woo-woo.
Wasn't Cassandra a witch or something?